holidays, everybody. I've been able to shoot some holiday buyer's guides right here in Toy Traders, which is one of the most wonderful places you could ever visit. It is an incredible toy store in the Vancouver area, and we thought we should go somewhere special to put these holiday buyer's guide segments together, and this is absolutely one of those places. Today, what I wanted to recommend are some subscription services because we are moving into the cord-cutting era of getting rid of cable, a lot of you already have, and deciding sort of a la carte style which services you want to subscribe to. And I thought this would be a great gift to provide for somebody out there or a family out there. Basically a whole year's worth of subscription to some specific services. And I'm not going to start with Stadia. Big surprise. I know a lot of you haters out there were wondering if I was going to say that Stadia is not ready for prime time. Maybe next year it will be worth it with a bigger catalog and improvements and stuff, but not this year, not for this holiday season. What I would start with, especially if you are dealing with somebody that owns the iPhone or you've got an Apple-friendly family that you might be shopping for, you should check out the Apple Arcade. It's $5 a month or $6 a month, depending on whether you're in the US or Canada. You get over 100 different games that you can play on the iPhone or the iPad or Apple TV or Mac computers. We've checked out a bunch of these games and they've been very, very impressive. Now, clearly they are not console quality experiences. They're not mega huge titles, but some great developers, including Capcom and Capybara, and lots of great even Konami made a Frogger game that's super fun on this platform. The fact that all of that stuff is downloadable and you can play it in airplane mode and you don't have to worry about any microtransactions or any extra stuff is really, really wonderful. And, you know, I think Apple has been trying to figure out a way to energize developers to make some games that are worth people's time, you know? I think a lot of games built for mobile, specifically for mobile, are built with the idea of locking them in and finding ways to monetize off of them. And that often doesn't lead to the most creative or fulfilling experiences. And I feel like Apple has turned a corner on that, so I think Apple Arcade is definitely a step in the right direction. And there's enough diverse experiences on there and a commitment from Apple to invest in more that it totally makes it worth your while to check it out. And if you know you've got a person or people that you're shopping for and they haven't checked it out, this is a great gift idea. I would say the same thing about the Nintendo Switch Online service. You don't need to get an online connection to play Switch games unless you want to play multiplayer. That's one of the selling points about the Nintendo Switch Online service for sure. It's not priced that expensively. It's around $30 a year, which is a lot less expensive than Xbox Live or the PlayStation Network fees. Obviously, it's not as robust in terms of feature sets and in terms of things that you get out of there. But what you do get out of Nintendo Switch Online is access to a whole bunch of NES and Super Nintendo games as part of that subscription service. Also, there are the occasional other offerings and surprises that pop up, like the Tetris Battle Royale experience that's out there. I think the Nintendo Switch Online service is worth it just for the fact that you can access all of those classic games as part of the buy-in. It's not very much money, and if you've got a family that owns a Nintendo Switch or a friend that owns a Nintendo Switch and they haven't opted for it yet, I think the Nintendo Switch Online service would make a great gift. Right out of the gate, they're going to have access to a whole bunch of really cool classic games. Now, if you've got friends that have either an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, you may want to look at some other types of subscriptions out there. For the Xbox One, there is the Xbox Game Pass, which offers a collection of over 100 different games, and they're adding to it all the time, of titles that are playable on Xbox One, and that includes a bunch of legacy titles that were actually available for the original Xbox and the Xbox 360, but also modern, brand new releases, including awesome titles like Gears 5 or Forza 4 or the Halo Master Chief Collection. all of that you can download directly to the Xbox One hard drive, and you're able to play them just as if you own them. Now, you don't own them. Whoever you buy the subscription for doesn't own that software, but they have access to those games and those experiences for as long as they have that subscription. And you can buy a 1-year subscription to Xbox Game Pass.
Lay into them with that thing!
PlayStation has an alternative called PlayStation Now, which allows you to not only download games to the hard drive of your PlayStation 4, but you can stream some of the games as well, a little bit like what Stadia is doing there, sort of over their cloud streaming service. And Xbox is also going to be offering xCloud in the next few months, so you can stream some of the Game Pass games as well. So it's very interesting. Xbox and PlayStation are both challenging the whole Stadia model head on, but these are services that they aren't the online services. It gets a little confusing because there's also Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus, which allows you to get online for each of these different consoles. So if you want the online functionality on those platforms, those are on top of PlayStation Now or Xbox Game Pass. If you have friends that don't have either one of these subscriptions, but they have these respective consoles, this would make a fantastic gift because you're basically handing over a huge library of titles at a pretty economical price point. And I think anybody that receives that gift card with that subscription is going to be very happy with that.
Oh, crap!
Now, in terms of video streaming applications, I think there's really two main players out there that you should be considering as a year-long gift. Of course, Netflix, the old warhorse, the one that kind of proved out this model that every new streaming service that comes out is comparing themselves to. Netflix, as we all know, has invested billions and billions of dollars in trying to create its own library of unique creations like Stranger Things, and they've done a pretty good job at finding some interesting talent and interesting projects to deliver up to us. There's always a nice surprise there, plus partnerships with studios all over the world, so you can keep digging, and it's an endless pool of shows and movies and stuff that you can watch on Netflix, and it's totally proven itself over the years. It is the big daddy out there, and it is the one that everybody is, it's like the old gunslinger. Everybody's trying to challenge Netflix at this point. Probably almost everybody you know has a Netflix account, and I think anybody would be happy to receive a year's subscription card or something like that. That would be a great gift idea.
Yes, sir.
One of the other big players in the video space is Disney Plus, and I think it has more than justified its subscription price by having shows like The Mandalorian, which has just become the biggest streaming show in 2019.
I like those odds.
It's an exceptional Star Wars experience. It really taps into the nostalgia that we have, but it, embellishes the lore in some wonderful ways. Disney is promising a lot more in that vein. They also have interesting docu-series like the Jeff Goldblum Show, and through their ownership of the National Geographic content, they've got a lot of that kind of documentary stuff. They've got Marvel films on there. They've got lots of other Star Wars stuff. You can watch old Spider-Man cartoons and X-Men cartoons. And it is also a never-ending cavalcade of Disney entertainment and fun on there as well. If you are looking for two subscriptions to have basically a never-ending, all-you-can-eat waterfall of entertainment, Disney Plus and Netflix would be the two to go for. And if you are looking for a great gift to give to somebody, either one of those two or both of them to a friend or a family would be much appreciated.
Thank you.
All right, so those are the big subscription services that I think people should be considering in the game and entertainment space. Of course, there are other ones, and I welcome your suggestions in the comments below. And that is going to wrap it up for this edition of the Holiday Buyer's Guides. Make sure you check out all of the videos that we've offered. You might get some great ideas there. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you to Toy Traders for allowing EP to come in here and shoot all of this content for you. Have a great holiday season, everybody, and make sure you have a lot of fun buying some cool gifts for the people that you love.